Hi, Ate Joe. My boyfriend and I are both in our college years, and sometimes I feel like I'm not into his consideration when his friends are there. I understand that he should have time for with his friends din naman, pero minsan kapag may plano kami, sinasabay niya ng plano sa mga kaibigan niya. So wala po akong choice to always allow him kahit labag sa loob ko. He gets busy at work in times, and I understand that. I always say that he should focus on his career. Minsan, I get sad with that setup of ours. And I communicate it with him, but whenever I do that, he gets angry. And he also sees me as someone who doesn't appreciate his efforts. I'm not showy and that expressive, but I do tell him that I always appreciate him so much. And say words, for example, that his world doesn't revolve around me. And I don't want the latter to happen naman. So, what should I do, ate? I do see him in my future ngayon, and I want to know if I'm valid or not so that makabawi man lang ako as a GF. Thank you, Ate Jo. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Letters to Joe. Here's another episode of it. So, if you guys want a longer version of advice or chika lang, you guys can also send in your letters in the caption below or in the link in my bio, whatever platform you guys are watching or listening this from. Thank you again to the sender. Anonymous kasi siya, so she doesn't want to let herself be known. But alam mo, ang napansin ko kasi, I actually feel this way sometimes when it does happen sa amin ni Les. This is actually a very good topic to cover and also a very difficult one. I gotta be honest. And um, when you mention na you feel like you're not into his consideration when his friends are there kasi nga parang sinasabay ka sa plano nila na parang para bang kaya lang kayo nagkakaplano together kasi magkikita sila ng kaibigan nila, which I think is absolutely unfair kasi parang hindi ka naman talaga makakakilos the way that you do when both of you are together. And there are certain things na hindi mo masasabi in front of his friends and vice versa. I think that's absolutely unfair. And I would always say din naman, or I would say for this one, is to communicate with him. But I did see na sinabi mo na kinommunicate mo na sa kanya. And when you do, nagagalit siya. And nakikita ka niya as someone na hindi na-appreciate yung effort niya. Isn't that gaslighting that I'm seeing here? Is this gaslighting na parang just to cover up kung ano yung issue nyo parehas? Come on, whoever's listening right now, narinig nyo kung ano yung sinabi niya. 'Di ba? Come on. Just answer my question. Tingnan mo ha, may issue si girl na sasabay na pag magde-date sila or may plano sila, biglang magkakaroon ng mga friends. Tapos kapag pag when she tries to open it up to him, magagalit. Tapos biglang sasabihin na, hindi mo naman na-appreciate yung effort ko sa'yo. Biglang ganun. Para hindi na mapag-usapan yung issue. Something's fishy right here. I don't know about you, but I can smell something weird here. Para matakpan yung issue mo sa kanya. He opens up something para, alam ko there's a term for this, but para lang hindi mapansin, 'di ba? That's so there's something weird about that. You, you gotta investigate a little bit there. Kasi parang ang nangyayari ngayon, may issue ka, tapos sasabihin mo sa akin na you want to know if you're valid or not, para makabawi ka as a girlfriend. Excuse me? Di ba ikaw yung may issue dun sa boyfriend mo? Bakit ikaw yung babawi, girl? Ano to? Nagalit si Ate Jo. Kidding aside, pero there's some truths in that, yung sinasabi ko. That's what I'm seeing right now. To whoever's listening right now, you gotta tell me if you agree with me or not. So you're not expressive. Actually, you're kind of like me. You're kind of a bit like me, huh? You're not expressive, but you tell him in ways na feeling mo is valid sa'yo. There's one thing that I want you to know. If you're communicating with your partner about certain issues and this partner shrugs you off or shuts you off, you have a problem. Because hindi masosolve yung issue mo and it will be bottled up and it's gonna be an issue in the relationship. Actually, hindi ko alam kung gaano kayo katagal. Because that does matter. That's still, it matters still. So, I don't know kung kailan mo siya kinakausap, kino-confront. Is it at a time where both of you are okay or happy? And I hope you can also try to talk to your partner in a way that you're having a conversation together. Kasi minsan, pag nag-aaway kami ni Les, sometimes we also don't see eye to eye. And when I try to talk to him, and even if nag-aaway kami, I always try this trick. And it does help na sinasabi ko lang ha, kumbaga kinukwento ko lang sa'yo, it's not because nakikipag-away ako sa'yo. Maybe you can try something like that para mas makita niya na it's something that you are absolutely concerned about and you want to open it up to him as a conversation para you can discuss what you both can do with it. Kasi parang ang unfair naman na gusto mo makipag-date sa boyfriend mo tapos biglang may kasamang mga kaibigan. Parang, di sana magkaibigan na lang pala kayo, no? Nag-boyfriend pa kayo. Sino ba yung boyfriend mo? Tiyara. Nagalit. I just I just don't like it. Lalo na if my girls or my boys, absolutely, are treated differently. And yung mga partners nila, hindi nakikita yon that they mean well. Because you mean well. You mean well. Gusto mo lang naman makasama siya, you wanna date with him, you wanna be with him. Pero may mga kaibigan kasama. It's not to say na ayaw mo yung mga friends niya. Walang ganun. Please don't get us wrong, ha? I'm pretty sure you love his friends and the friends love you back or like you back. You never know. But syempre, iba pa rin yung nakakasama mo yung partner mo ng kayong dalawa lang, di ba? And I hope that your boyfriend sees that in that way, in that light, na hindi because you bring it up, biglang hindi na-appreciate yung effort. Bakit ganun? That's not considered as dating. Like, you're spending time with each other, even yung mga friends yun nandyan. For me, it's not considered as a date. For me, a date is a date na kayong dalawa lang magkasama. You guys go out on, like, trips together ng kayong dalawa lang, 'di ba? So, I don't know. I really wish that there's some point in this podcast, in this talk that makes you realize that your boyfriend or your partner is not seeing you for the way that you are because you mean well, you want to hang out together, you want to spend time with him, pero siya, nakikita niya as hindi mo na-appreciate yung effort niya because he makes time for you and your friends. um, I really hope everything goes well with you. Because again, the ball isn't in my court. You'll still, relationship mo pa rin naman yun. You're going to end up having that difficult conversation with your partner. And I don't know, actually, I'm really interested to hear from you after this podcast. So if you're here and you're listening to it, please send me a message on Instagram. Maybe I want to hear from you. Hopefully, this helped. Again, quick disclaimer lang, it doesn't mean that it works for Les Paul and I. It means it will work for you. And again, it's your relationship. You know your person more than I do, more than your Kuya Les and I do. So let me know. I'm really interested in hearing from you. Anyway, thanks everybody. That's it for this episode. Letters to Joe, new episodes coming out at 1 p.m. Super chika lang nito. I don't want this to be like super formal naman. I want it to be like super casual lang din. And so I can hear from you guys. And yeah, again, new episodes every Saturday at 1 p.m. If you guys want me to read your letters, you guys can send it in the link below or in the caption below or in the link in my bio. There you have it. Thanks everybody for hanging out.